Yes, it is. Hey, welcome to the actual episode 3, because I forgot that last week was actually episode 2, because I'm dumb. And that's the sound of a new game. No worries, no worries. Alright, we're all very prepared and have product. So, as you can see, I have product. So yeah, Dresden Files RPG, episode 3, and we have a new sponsor because no one continues to sponsor us for more than 1 week at a time, and I don't understand why.
Today's episode is brought to you by the letter L. L for lima beans. Lima beans, great for protein and fiber. Have your lima beans with dinner all the time. It's a great replacement for starch. Get 10% off by using the promo code FIBER.
It's good. And, we need a lot of fiber in our diet, considering how much, shit goes on these days. Helps be regular. All right, perfect. The drinking has started. Cheers to that. All right. And since we've got through that product placement for the letter L and lima beans, let's pass it off to Bob with the recap.
At least it wasn't human beings.
Brought to you on Dresden Files. We went places, we killed gangsters, we rolled dice, people died, people lived. Let's game on.
That's actually pretty accurate.
Actually,
Not that far off, actually.
That's about all we do.
Almost as much enthusiasm as there was then, too.
It's true.
Eloquent as always.
And,
Very succinct.
as I recall, the game ended with Jack bumping into Fix. Was that how it ended?
It was No, me Fix rejoining fucked the off, didn't
Yeah.
he?
No,
as I found out about Fix's little meetings,
Oh, with the wizards. Yes.
and then I eventually met up library. with everyone else on the way to a reserve.
That's right. And you also found out which gangs are still unaffiliated that Rocco hasn't locked down on.
Which is why we're going to the reserve.
You go into the Algonquins. Yes, that is 100% correct. We're all in a card.
Yeah, those college nerds will help us out.
Yeah, exactly. Not that Algonquin. What is it? All right, so you all find yourself driving. Do you remember what the setup for the drive was? Just everybody in one car?
Yes, I got dropped off by a priest, and we left him in the middle of nowhere.
Yes. Bob has John Paul, has a thing for just dropping cars off with priests and letting the priests walk home. He's very pious that way,
When emergency calls,
I rejoined the group after executing Maeve's will.
Yes. And you did indeed execute Maeve's will. So, you're driving on the way there. Everything's pretty simple. Who's driving? Who's driving?
Leo.
JP was driving.
JP? Alright, I will roll JP's dice to see if you crash terribly. -2, you get a flat tire. I just want you to know. Can you see what he got there?
He has drive, doesn't he?
I can't see, dude. You gotta zoom it in more.
Let me.
I can see multiple negatives there.
Doesn't he have like a 5 drive or something stupid like that?
Bob? No.
Yeah,
Bob
actually has drive.
5 drive.
So this is what happened, all right? JP was driving, and then Alfred's like, you know what? I should be driving, and fucking grabs the steering wheel, and it just swerves.
It's the same old fight between the two of you of who should be driving.
Yeah, who should be driving? And I'm just like, I'm having none of this. You drove last time, JP. You promised me
It's not your car, it's my
my
car.
turn. You promised me it was my turn.
No,
I swear I am driving.
Get her off, and he puts his foot up.
Stop
And
fighting about this stupid car!
It's
Amanda,
about-
Aaron, I
Promise.
should
Goes off
probably
the
point
road
out that
into
this
a
is
ditch.
exactly what half the game in our first session sounded like. Like the whole first book of our game
before we went into the gym, it was like half the time it was just those two bickering over who was fucking driving at any given point. I shit you not.
So at which point the car goes off the road, hits a raccoon, blood splatters onto the window, and you crash into the ditch with this car. You're in the middle of buttfuck and nowhere.
I will
I
exit
hate
the
you
vehicle.
both right now.
Why?
Because now we can't get to where we're going.
Oh, I'm sure JP has another car, which
I have a plan.
I will
I-
use Kevin and call Kevin.
I
Hello,
will exit the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody-
getting out too.
Once we remove all the weight, then I'll have the vampire and the Viking just push the fucker out of the ditch.
Leo, you have drive, right?
I do have. Give me a sec. Yes, in this game I have drive.
Driving for me.
Sorry, what?
Roll a driving check for me.
Hey, I got the 3.
Once you get out of the car and gracefully slide down the mud, you see that the car not only is on a tilt and twisted, but the front wheel is bent, and what would be the control arm for that wheel looks broken from the impact.
Huh. Well, I guess we won't be driving this anymore, guys.
And as soon as Bob returns, he can play his own character.
It sounds like we need a ride.
Hey, JP, can you call Kevin and call us a cab?
Hello, Kevin, may I talk to you? I need a vehicle.
I would fix it, but I don't know how well it would be able to run with only its 3 tires.
So, at which point, Kevin comes in.
Bring!
Hey guys, it's me, Kevin. Oh boy, what's happening, JP? Oh, Bella, it looks like the car, the char, pardon. Maybe you can call a tow truck or something. Oh boy, I'll see what I can do. I'm having a conversation with myself right now. I want to be clear with that.
You know what? We're perfectly fine with that.
We're used to it by now.
The voices, they have names now. Before they were just absent screaming in the darkness.
I thought Bob was just making it up. No, it's just you're taking turns, just like letting the character flow through you.
Yeah, it possesses me. Bella, you call
And
it.
now do we realize Bob never existed? It's always been Justin.
It's always been me. Call a truck for me, Kevin, and see if we can maybe get a cab. Or maybe...
You know what? Justin does a really good JP. It's almost like that theory that John Oliver has where he says the Olsen twins aren't actually twins. They just move back and forth really fast.
Yeah,
There's only one of them, yeah.
There's only one of them, yeah.
Yeah. So after a brief conversation where JP talks to Kevin and promises him a ton of pie, Kevin says he'll get to it, but it'll take a few minutes. So now JP, standing in the sun, decides to strip down to his boxers and get a tan. What do you guys want to do?
Should probably at least walking.
I lied. He stripped naked. He's now standing naked.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 0. He's naked.
Are we in the woods?
You are heading north of Ottawa. You are in like wooded area on the way to Algonquin Native Territory, which is about a 45-minute drive.
Okay, so we're not on their territory yet.
No, you're in kind of like a dead zone, and the only reason Kevin roll lore, Jordan roll lore for me.
Three.
Yeah, that's more than enough. You know Kevin should get exactly 0 service here if he was a real phone, right? Like anyone who knows how like these Shoggoths work, they're like psychically connected to shit, and like they're like techno sort of demony things.
It's an eldritch horror. I'm
Yeah.
pretty confident it gets service.
Yeah. So because of that, Kevin will get service basically anywhere, including when you were in the dream state. He was sort of getting service in the dream state, right? So
But he
Well,
really
he's
kind
also
of wasn't.
piggybacking in Bob's mind.
yeah. So right now, like, Kevin's probably calling people and saying weird shit to them on the phone on his own. Right? So,
I will look around and see if any vehicles are coming.
give me an alertness. Also,
If all
Leo,
else fails, I can at least take one person.
One.
Also, Leo, take a fate point
Oh, for what?
for playing your character 100% inaccurate.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, we do like to fight about whose turn it is to drive on the car. That's an ongoing thing since episode 1.
Is well played.
Remember the J turn? The J turn with the handbrake?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just slid right in like a butter?
Yeah.
The only good roll you made for the entire season.
It doesn't matter. It was epic.
Anna, if you were to take anyone, I would recommend taking me, because then I can just pengu fu that shit and have everyone just come meet us from where we left them.
Do we want to do that? I
Not
don't
really.
mind.
It seems like a good idea. Let's send the Viking. You go there, Viking friend.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and avoid starting this whole issue with the natives on the reserve by a giant white man flying in on a fiery bird.
Nah, it's totally fine. They should worship you because the white man is worthy of the worship on the natives.
Hey, Brant.
We
Volus,
already went through this not like a day ago, that the natives did not have a good time with us when we showed up in boats, flying through the air, carried by a giant fiery bird carrying a magical axe, opening a portal for more white people to come invading their territory out of nowhere is not probably the best way to start this dialogue. So let's leave that as a plan F.
Okay.
Volus, don't worry.
Volus, how about this? I'll
gonna
fly
rock.
with Anna because I'm Asian. And genetically speaking, natives and Asians are as close as you're going to get. And
They're
I
not-
mean no harm to them. Look, just because I'm Chinese and want to take over the world doesn't mean that I am going to harm them.
Maybe I should just go on my own.
Take a point, Aaron. Take a point. Awesome. That's
By
what
the way,
are really for, gathering fate points.
I
but-
have quite the reserve at this point.
by the way, what I said about that is actually a true fact.
It is 100% true.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it any less hilarious.
I'm just saying, man, facts are facts.
Yeah. Now, but let's be under this. Let's think about this also for a second. The whole world is kind of in turmoil at the moment. So
Over the native
Special
First
magic-
Nations and whatnot.
yeah, sudden weird shit dropping out of the sky or showing up mysteriously is probably going to be looked at a little suspiciously.
Kind of meta. Like, it's 2017 right now, story-wise. So, coronavirus hasn't even been a thing. The can loops, by the way, the regional school system was as bad as we thought it was, possibly worse.
No.
Right? Like, none of that's, like, in the big forefront. So, yeah.
I have an idea then.
Mhm.
Volus, Anna, fly on ahead. Don't land in the midst
Directly.
of people. But if you land near a sign saying you're now entering, then that's a lot further along than we were.
I was not intending to go in there and land in front of a bunch of people. If that
Oh,
is
you
what
never
you're
know
thought-
with you. That's the problem.
Don't be afraid. We come in peace.
You might be flying over intending to be nice and calm, and then some kid could have scraped his knee, and you'll feel the need to swing down and heal him. So,
Some NPC will be injured.
so
Do you like it when she saves your butt or not?
Mm-hmm.
You could fall asleep and someone could be dead in your dream and you use up one of your tail feathers to save your
Exactly.
to save someone in your dream.
I'm going to point out that the last time that Anna saved someone in a very dangerous fight we're in, that person screwed us very badly.
And we
So-
still needed them up to that point, though.
Oh no, we didn't. We could have gotten by entirely fine without him. His
Hindsight's
usefulness had ended to us.
Your blatant disregard for life is not
Troublesome?
good, Jake.
I understand that
consistent.
I have a very
The-
pragmatic view of society and life.
The final word of what you were saying there, Anna, is consistent.
Anna, I'm compelling you just to fly away. This is one fate
No.
point of just fly away.
If
Not-
Jack
I'm
is
changing
anything,
and I'm grabbing Volus and flying away.
if Jack is anything, he is consistent.
Yeah.
If
Mm.
Jack is consistent, if anything, he is 100% consistent.
About being a dick.
Yes.
Yes, 100%. I was considering giving him a fate point because he was playing his character pretty on point, but I was like, at this point, I don't think Anna would continue putting up with this shit. She'd just fly away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Volus with me though.
Yeah.
Just grabbing him by the upper arms and just
He nailed up 6 boards.
Yep.
And painted them. That's like 7 hours, not 100.
Go, fly, my minions, fly.
25, but yeah.
All right. So what has happened so far, to recap you, is they were driving towards the Algonquin natives, going north to native territory.
Remember that?
And as they were driving, Leo's character, Alfred, began going on about how he should be the driver. And then I rolled for you to drive and rolled a -4. At which point something bad happened. And Leo's like, how about I just try and grab the wheel and demand that I should be driving? And that turned into you guys like arguing over who's driving. And then going off the road and crashing the car. The car crashed. Right? At which point you got out of the car and used Kevin. You're calling for a tow truck and a taxi. Right? Kevin gets reception everywhere, even though you're in the middle of the wood. Right?
Magical.
He's naked, by the way.
Yes. At which point you're like, what beautiful sun, and like strip down. And I rolled like a -2 for you for like, or I think I rolled a 0 for you for like whether you would strip down to your boxers or you're just in underwear, or you're naked. So now you're sunbathing, like nude, waiting for the vehicle to show up. And Aaron and Jack and Anna started getting in a fight over what they're gonna do and why Jackie was a bad person to heal. And then Aaron grabbed Volus and is now flying to as close to the native reserve without being seen as
How
possible.
well did you hear that, Jordan?
The axe, because once he's there,
Uh,
back and forth, right?
Iffy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to-
transport.
He has to see a place.
you cut it up because when Justin talks, it mutes the non-primaries.
Does it?
A little.
Okay.
It what?
So did you hear all that, guys?
At least
Yes.
for background noise. I heard everything.
Perfect.
I was blaring the immigrant song as I was being airlifted away towards native settlement.
Yeah.
Sideways.
Except that was you going getting lifted suddenly off out of nowhere by a bird.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I should have played Ride of the Valkyries.
Literally.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's some jackass being hauled by a fire chicken.
Fire chicken. So anyway,
She's a fire chicken.
Actually, a fire chicken is a turkey.
Thought it was a Chocobo.
No, because the literal translation for turkey in Mandarin is 4G, which literally translates to fire chicken.
oh neat.
4 is fire, G is chicken. So, fire chicken.
All right. So
I'm staying really low, by the way.
yeah, I need you to roll
Not as low as our brows.
something equivalent to a survival. Probably survival.
Who, me?
No.
No, Aaron, trying to
Aaron?
fly with you.
I can't just. Oh God.
She's flying and she's got to get in.
I just picture the Falcor. It's like, yeah, we're going down, buddy.
Have the glamour of any sort?
Bolus, I don't think does.
Keep going, buddy. Yeah, we're going down.
At
yeah.
2.
Got a 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Second, I'm missing my
I can see Aaron picking up Neria. Okay, that's one thing, but Anna picking up a almost 300-pound, fully armored.
She can carry a person. I know
Yeah.
that's mathematically how it works.
I'm
Yep.
just saying, like a 300-pound-ish armored Viking.
Yeah, but she's also a mythical being.
Yeah. So mechanically, how her class works is she can just carry a person while flying.
I got 2.
You got a 2?
Mhm.
All right, one second. I'm looking for a thing.
Please find your thing.
I
Find it.
have too
Find
much
it.
paper for this game. I feel like this game demands paperwork. There we go.
I used to take
Leo,
pretty detailed notes.
Yes.
what the
I don't think I have.
fuck?
What did he do?
I thought
What
you
is
guys
wrong
meant,
with you?
I'm giving you guys facts. Today is the facts day.
That
Facts of life.
Is there like a message thing or chat or whatever that you should?
yeah. You don't want to look,
I clicked on it.
or maybe you do. I don't want to kink shame, but you know.
There's nothing in there.
Oh,
I
is
have nothing but facts today, Jordan. 100% facts. I have given you lots of facts today, and that's just another fact.
Oh, there it is.
Facts.
Oh God.
Has no place there.
It kind of does because
Oh, what?
JP's naked.
Sweet
That's why I get a
mercy.
free
What?
fence.
It's true. All right.
I might
So
do
you
that.
did survival and you got a 2, Aaron, right?
I mean, it's the most action I've gotten in a long time, but still, come on.
2.
You're welcome.
So you're flying, and you've got Volus, and you're not doing too bad. He's not that he's heavy, but he's just not aerodynamic. With the axe and everything,
Armor.
and the armor, just everything and everything else. And you're following the highway all the way there, but it's hard to read the signs, even like kind of flying low. So when it comes to it, you hit a couple junctions. Volus, do you want to roll a survival?
Sounds about right.
How far can he fall before it's dangerous?
Roll to 0.
Did you get survival?
Survival plus 2, so 2.
I'll give it to you because you both rolled about the same. That bouncing off each other is like a bit of difference of like knowledge that you can help each other get there. You start getting pretty close to what you believe to be Algonquin like band territory. You don't see any houses yet, but there's like been signs and like some cattle guards and stuff like that, and you think, okay, we're pretty close. You've been flying for about 45 minutes at this point.
Even if we're still a little way away, that's still quite a trek that we could save everybody.
Do you want to keep moving forward, both of you, or?
We should probably set down soon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe set down here before we start seeing actual signs of life.
True. So
Right.
she will set Volus down and then land and change back.
So in game would probably be like, put me down.
All right. You land gracefully with ease and set him free of your fiery but yet not burning claws and turn back into the regular Anna. The road's very long. There looks to be several miles ahead of you with no signs of people.
So that's your bird form, huh?
Yes.
Hot.
That is a funny joke.
Take 1 point, Brandon. All right. Give me an alertness, both of you.
I
Right?
am good at that.
6.
Nice.
4.
So both of you score fairly high. 4 is a great, and a 6 is a fantastic. Aaron, Anna sees the long road, and just in the distance, you can see what looks like just on the horizon a mound of a truck. It's just to the side, right? Like the person pulled over, but they pulled over more than casually. Like they're off the road quite a bit. Give me a investigation.
Sure.
Because that's surveillance and examination.
Investigation. I got a 1.
That's about all you kind of gather from that. Brandon, Volus, when you look over and you're walking, you can see kind of a glaring coming from it that's not coming from the actual vehicle. Someone's scoping you.
And I would recognize that as a field agent, wouldn't I? I'd recognize like surveillance equipment.
Not like that. Like it's either a sniper scope or binoculars or something to that effect. Someone is off to the side of that vehicle, looking at you. Either there's reflectiveness to it, so there's something.
One of us is about to get sniped, and it's gonna be fun.
Anna, get in the ditch.
In the ditch?
Now. In the ditch, now.
Get down if you want to live.
She will scramble down
I-
into the ditch.
And I'll scramble down into the ditch too.
Definitely.
Well,
All right,
Harvardy will change your life.
it's Harvardy, and it'll change my life.
Better than Dick.
Oh my god, they're so good.
Huh.
Thanks, Bob.
It's like a
Under meat.
That cheese on a pogo?
pogo.
Yes. Oh my god.
Harvardy cheese on a pogo with hot sauce, mustard, and Dick.
I haven't had a pogo in a long time.
Hot.
Justin got me onto them again. Yes.
Hot. Hot.
System of a Down has.
Sorry. Hot. Hot.
You're a pussy. I already eat mine.
You're supposed to chew and then consume more.
No, it's still under meat. You just shove it in.
What are you doing? What are you two doing?
Okay, so we both dived into the ditch.
Okay.
And I'm gonna peer over the side, see if I can get a better vantage of who it is.
You can use the
Like they're on the opposite side of the road from us, right?
What's that?
They're on the opposite side, but down the road.
They're
Yeah, okay.
about a quarter mile down.
Why
You
don't we
pressing your
just go
axe, they'll
ask
just pop your
them
head up.
if we can, maybe we can just say we're lost?
Because I couldn't tell if that was a binoculars or a sniper scope, and I didn't want us standing out in the middle of nowhere.
Now we just look really strange if it was just binoculars.
If they were already sitting there watching us, they just watched you turn into a person from a fiery bird, and we both came out of the sky. We already look kind of strange.
I kind of
we're out
hope
in the
they
mid-
didn't see that.
We're out in the middle of nowhere, and we're going into an area where these guys are allowed to have hunting rifles all year round.
Not to mention you've got a Slav and a Russian, both whiter than.
She's surprisingly white for someone who was just on fire. Is she a redhead?
I didn't just see that.
It's black haired. Do you not see the picture?
All right,
It's
so
just
what are you
a
doing?
Cartoon, man.
You guys have the
We
wave
should-
of the flag?
Probably just go over and talk to them, yes?
Are you gonna sneak
Stay
over?
down.
Or are you gonna walk openly? What are you doing?
Okay, you stay down. I'll get up and I'll go over.
Okay.
Okay, I will call you over if everything's okay. If you hear a gunshot, take off. I don't care how you do it, whether it's straight up or down and crawl. You go.
Okay, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to stand up cautiously with my hands up.
A bullet fires straight at you and hits you. You've got to beat a 5 in defense.
That's not a good start. Would I use weapon? No, I can't use weapons for that, can I?
Any sort of defense you have, weapons wouldn't be it. You'd want to use athletics, possibly.
Or fists and punch the bullet.
Catch it like the Matrix. What do you got for athletics?
So I don't know. Alertness, endurance, guns. I rolled a -1.
Use
You-
a fate point and change the storyline.
So
Yeah.
right now you take a 4 physical damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a fate point and re-roll.
And re-roll? Okay.
Yeah.
No, change the story.
That's not how that works.
Oh, no? You can't change your action?
No.
You can add
the
elements
action is
later,
by
but
changing the mathematical difference.
Ah, okay.
He'd either get a +2 to his number, or he could use it to re-roll.
I'm gonna use it to re-roll.
Do better this time.
Well, that gave me a +1 instead of a -1, so that's better.
use your endurance. Just soak that shit.
Endurance. I can use an endurance. That brings me to a +5.
Endurance. would be long-term actions or physical fortitude. It's not a defense roll. Athletics is defense.
Okay.
Dodging.
Alertness, survival.
Alertness is yet again for seeing combat coming at you, which I had you roll already.
Right.
Avoiding passive or surprises, initiative, that's alertness. So unless you have taken a feat that allows you to use something for dodging, it's athletics.
So you need more feet point.
Yeah, no, I don't really have anything.
So you take a 4 in physical.
With my +1?
Huh?
With my +1 reroll?
Yes, because it's a 5 you have to beat.
Okay. So
the bullet hits you. So a 5 slot. Can you take a 5 slot?
yeah,
How far can you go?
7.
7? Fantastic. All right. At which point, Anna, you see him get shot. A bullet hits him square into the shoulder, and he gets knocked back to the ground.
Now keep in mind I'm wearing that armor from the Slavardi, so it probably won't. The bullet won't have gone into me. It'll have just hit me.
You take a 4 slot.
I'm just saying, like I wouldn't.
Doesn't
be
the armor
bleeding.
negate damage, Brandon?
Armor reduces the actual damage after everything's resolved.
Okay.
Right? It'll reduce it by 1 or 2 depending on the armor you have.
Okay. I have a +1 to armor.
So by 1 then. It reduces it by 1, so you take a 3 slot?
Okay.
All right, you still get hit. The armor...
I still get hit by... I still get shot.
Yeah, it impacts... You've taken a wound.
Yeah.
Right? It's not mechanically a wound yet, but it's still like, holy fuck, I just got shot and you get knocked back.
Right.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the vehicle, JP, Neria, Jack, Alfred, you're standing there waiting for a tow truck to show up.
Do we hear an echo of the shot, or are they too far away?
Too far away.
Yeah, we're like 45 minutes as the crow flies, or the phoenix in this case.
What are you guys doing while you're waiting?
I'm hoping he comes back with the axe when anything happens.
Your flies down.
I will do a quick scan around with the sight.
You back? There you go. You're back. Okay, good. You do a quick scan of the area, Jordan?
Yeah, with the sight.
You open up your sight. Give me a lore roll.
Ooh, that's good. That is balances out. So 6.
6. With a lore roll, with your sight open with a 6, you can see that the ground comes off as semi-consecrated. This is kind of like a magical area. The trees are growing, but in the distance, in the direction of the town, you can see what looks like a glowing beacon of holy energy. Like it's just boom, 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 coming from the native land.
Neat.
Their sky laser.
A 6. It's not a laser per se. It's more like a pulsing light, like an LED light pulsing from that area.
Ooh, vagina.
It's because their belief is still strong there.
What are you?
And it's a holy place.
I'm gonna open up Kevin and call my contact at the Reds and say we're coming in at kind of an odd angle.
Where is your character sheet?
You
Because
stole it.
you would have contacts, right?
Yeah.
Go through this, see if your character.
Well, there's one that right there. There's one right there.
Oh, is it at the bottom?
Yeah. It's where I usually hang out at the bottom.
Power bottom.
Chief, I want to look like a train tunnel when you're done. I want to see in me.
Stretch me out.
Yeah.
Treat me bad.
I want to be able to eat cereal at my butthole.
It's Pride Month. Don't forget that, folks. We're proud of these things.
Yes. Hollow yourself out.
Taste the rainbow, everybody.
They call them Skittles because you can taste the rainbow.
I should have one new one. I'm so short one.
All right, so where are your contacts on all of this?
Well, it's on my new one.
Did we not write this is a new one on one of them?
Yeah, so I knew.
Oh, did you see that TikTok with the Skittles with that black guy sitting on his front lawn and he's eating Skittles and some white chick comes up to him and starts yelling at him, saying, "You are not allowed to sit on just random people's lawns." He's like,
"Oh," he starts throwing the Skittles at her.
She's like, "No, you don't. I know who lives here." He's like, "Yeah, me." And she's like, "No." And then she starts like, then she tells him to stop eating the Skittles and threatens to call the cops. He just starts pelting her with Skittles. And she's like, "Oh, stop." Oh, and then a black cop shows up. She's like, "Can you arrest him for harassment and assault?" He looks at her. Next thing you know, he's standing next to the guy in the chair, and they're both pelting her with Skittles.
The core is higher than normal, so
Yeah.
contacts. You have contacts. In
Karen.
He had a really big, like, plastic jug of Skittles.
Roll
I'm like,
contacts.
where the fuck do you get that? Because my diabetic ass needs that.
Sugar
I've been
Mountain.
sitting-
You should be
I've been
able to
sitting
get.
here eating 6-month-old Starburst that I found.
I could swear you would have had contacts.
Starburst
That's
don't go
because
bad.
you're in flavor country.
Oh, there we go. There's my contact right here.
They don't go
No,
bad,
that's
but they,
Marlboro.
they get a hell of a lot harder as you
Oh, there's a skill called
leave
contact.
them.
Oh, I don't have the skill.
No,
called contact.
Flavor Country is Marlboro.
Give me a straight
Flavor
Marlboro?
country is whatever you
Marlboro?
want it to
I
be.
know his name from earlier.
No. It's
Guy.
Marlboro,
Asking
right?
you.
Yeah, that's it. Flavor Country. I'll come to Flavor
Marlboro.
Country.
Hey, yeah. All right. This is the
Leo, flavor country is all here. It's what you need it to be.
Two.
Nice. That really works.
And the cops gave me the number, the guy's
Yeah.
name.
You got the
It's
name.
Talltree,
Oh no.
Where do you have it written down?
right there.
This
Nice.
is going to end
I don't like
badly.
where this is going.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I've been shot.
So, you've been shot. So,
You'll be fine. I'll fix you.
Jean-Paul gets up with a moment of inspiration. Dick to the window goes, I have his number.
Hello,
Sounds like
Kevin.
something we should have done before.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, Kevin. I need to get a hold of Talltree. It's very important.
Oh boy, I called the pickup trucks and they said they'll be a good 50 minutes before they'll be there. And I want you also to know that they don't accept pie as payment.
Oh no, Kevin. I am so sorry to hear that, but I will buy you pie anyways.
Oh boy. All right, well, I'll call Talltree. Hold on. Bring.
Man, it's on a fucking
Bring. Hello?
Can I ask a quick question? Is Kevin constipated?
Bert.
This is a friend of Bert. He is my contact. He called you to tell you that I'll be on my way there to talk about things.
I don't know about this person who you're talking about.
What's the name of the magician doing all the work up there? The magician that's always up there helping out with everything.
Oh, you're Big Joe Mafra?
Yeah, Big Joe. Big Joe, give me your phone number. It's very important I get a hold of you.
Listen, we don't really like strangers coming up to the res. If you want to come up here or do any like journalistic stuff, you want to go through official channels. You maybe call the Canadian Broadcast Company or something. I really think, realistically, that's probably your best bet. All right. We got a lot going on. What'd you say your name was?
This is Jean-Paul.
Jean-Paul,
Someone should
real-
have given you a call yesterday
Real
about this.
Awesome that you care about native issues. I'll get right back to you at this number, right? Yeah, okay. I'll talk to you soon, buddy. And you hear the phone go click.
Oh, this is very strange.
Probably because he's busy
know that we are
shooting
coming.
at us.
I'm pretty confident it's probably because there is a god that just showed themselves to them.
Ops told us to contact them.
Yeah, he did.
All right, so I think we have a major problem. These guys are no longer connected to the police that they've been paying off.
No, you're just a random.
Oh boy.
Well, he knew I was coming.
Did he though?
He did.
Did he though?
He definitely did. That's why we were driving here to run into my contact.
Well, you're driving there to talk to them in person.
Yes. To a contact I already lined up.
Anyway,
I think we might get shot when we go there.
I'm getting sick of waiting. I'm gonna open the way.
We should not go.
Man, if we show up there, we might get shot at. Oh, we shouldn't go.
We are
Hey,
not-
Volus.
Hey Justin,
hey,
Volus?
can I try opening the way
the way. That would be like what, a conviction roll
into the Never Never?
way.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a
From where
take
you
a
are, that would
stroll
be
through the Never Never and
bad
try
idea.
and
Say
make my way there.
You got a 12 to open the way.
A 12?
Yeah, because you're trying to specifically open the way to go to a place. It's not a small.
Oh, that's true. All right. Well, let's see if I can get it.
And
Did not.
part of
What would you roll?
Vale.
2.
you feel your magic fizzle and begin backlashing at you. The energies begin coalescing towards you and your very spirit. A 2 versus a 12, that's a 10. That's a shift of 5. Not only is the quality of the success remarkable, so this is a negative, it may have something unexpected secondary happen. So at which point you seeing earlier the energies of the native reserve growing, upon trying to open a way to it, you find this intense backlash, and I need you to roll a endurance for me.
Where were you earlier? 8.
8.
Endurance is one of my best things.
You feel the energy coming back at you, swirling what looks like animals in the evanescence, creatures from the Never Never, reaching out towards you and wrapping around you. But just as you think you're going to pass out from the overwhelming amount of energy just pouring back at you, you maintain your consciousness and shut the door and don't let that happen. And you stand there, faint, lightheaded, and with your vision blurred.
Did I take any
You would
damage?
take a minor, what is it called? A minor consequence, which will wash off by the end of the scene.
Oh, mild?
Called fatigued. And there's an aspect called something going on now. And just an open aspect called something going on.
I would honestly say it's like just try to rip open the power and then just
like I said, like the shapes of animals. Roll a lore for me, Jordan.
7.
When you were in the dreamscape, when you
This is the shit that makes up Gahone.
yeah, there it is. You got there without me explaining it.
Oh.
You're heading to native territory. It's booming with power, and trying to jump into it with the ways.
You would have opened it up right into his realm,
Mm-hmm.
right into his corner.
Just on the ground and that looking up, smoke coming off me. Hindsight's a bitch.
Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, let's jump back to the other scene. Volus has hit the ground. Bullet lodged firmly into his armor. Shoulder extremely hurt. Bruised, possibly fractured shoulder. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and drag him back into the ditch.
You successfully do so.
And I'm going to fix him up.
How so?
I'm
better.
Going to use my power.
Cape.
Just pack some dirt in it. Don't worry about the power.
I'm burning some of my charges of a feather.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Save your energy till we're out of danger. Not only will we might need more than that in a minute, but we also don't want them to come up on you doing that.
Hey,
Just
Bolus.
I
keep
can
your
take
head
it.
down. I'm going to try to talk to him. And she's just going to yell out in Algonquin.
Mm-hmm.
Please stop shooting at us. We're not here to fight.
I'd like to hear that in a
bullet
direct
whizzes
translation.
by you without hitting you. Anna, a bullet whizzes by you without hitting you. It is without a doubt another shot trying to kill you guys.
She's going to duck back down into the ditch. They are very, very rude.
Okay.
Volus, roll a lore for me.
One.
That axe is really great.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that. All right. I can use the axe to get us out of here and get us back to everyone else.
Hey, Volus, use a fate point. I compel you to use a fate point. Take a fate point and use a fate point.
Okay. All right. Anna, I'm going to open up a way. I'm going to open up the...
No. Are you using the fate point on that lore roll?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So 3.
Erase that fate point.
Okay.
And then add that fate point. Okay. You have a 3. That's
Yeah.
still not enough. Use another fate point to get to 5.
Can I just roll a lore?
No, he's at 5 now.
Do better, Volus.
Do better.
Do better. Your rolling sucks balls.
So, okay, you're at a 5 for lore. That you were up in the air. You've seen all the way in the distance. You could use the axe to be behind that dude if you wanted to.
I could. Are you compelling me to do that?
No, I'm
Okay.
not. I just feel like you should know that.
Okay. Anna,
Yes?
Anna, I'm gonna open up a ways behind the guy. I need you to hit him very hard.
I
So,
am
Volus,
really not good
I,
at.
I
I can
have
put
a
him to
question for you.
sleep.
Okay, here's a legitimate question. Why don't you bring the crazy wizard here and let him go postal on everyone? Like, if you can bring people and go through space and time, just bring the wizard and let him go postal. Like,
I mean, I
Anna
have
is a
guns.
pacifist. Jack will kill
We are
anyone.
attempting to make friends with them and getting them on our side, not start a war.
Oh, I think we're going to war with the natives.
What
I
JP
can
said.
maybe
Anna?
put him to sleep.
Anna, I don't
you
need you
wanna
to kill
start
him.
a
I just
war.
need you to hit him and take away his gun. Can you do that?
I can maybe take away the gun.
That's as best as I can hope for. All right. Take the axe. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I open
the
away.
axe, cutting a space in time, a line through reality, hammered straight into the earth as the axe swings through and into the earth. It shudders and opens up into a door. You can see the guy right through the door with a gun on the hood pointed towards where you are. So you're looking at his back.
Look at his back. We were sure looking through the scope, realizing it's aimed at you.
No, wrong way. You're looking at this dude's back. He doesn't know you're there. 10 feet in front of you. He is 10 feet in front of you, holding a sniper rifle pointed in your at where you are with the door.
I would like to just use my magic to suppress his life force and put him to
This
sleep.
door doesn't stay open forever.
I will
You
step
have
through the
6
door.
seconds.
I will step through the door and then I will use my magic to try and knock the guy out.
All right, give me a roll.
All right.
Roll well.
Drain his soul.
-4.
I got a 7.
7?
Yes.
All right, describe to me what this looks like. How do you want to do this?
So basically, she just walks up behind the guy, and from a couple of feet back, just there's this sort of thread of white energy that just starts to sort of like drift off of him, and she just sort of collects it to herself, and it just makes him really tired, and he just falls over.
What do you think?
Sarge, sleeping people.
And she'll go over, pick up the gun.
Mhm.
And I guess the portal's closed by that point.
Yeah, the
You come
portal's
through here.
portal's done.
Yeah.
She'll yell down the street, I got the gun!
Do you come through as well, Volus?
No, I probably waited for her.
Oh my
Leave her on
god.
the other side to do a thing.
My shoulder. I was just shot, so
Yeah, you're a Viking.
if I tried to move, I would have been loud. And
Yes, he goes through the portal.
Yes, he goes through the portal.
yes, I go through the portal.
There it is. All right. So you're both standing there. You watch as Anna walks over, and fiery tendrils kind of come off of her and envelop the guy, and it almost sucks the air away from him. You can see his back arches. It's a man. He's wearing jeans and a jean top and a cowboy hat. And he's got black braids. He's dark skinned, and he goes unconscious and hits the ground.
She's holding this gun now, looking really proud of herself. And she's like, I did good, yes?
Yes. Now give me the gun.
He doesn't seem dead at all. He seems very much asleep.
Here you go. Hands in
and-
the gun.
Oh, Shang
And
Tsung.
you're welcome to fix the shoulder now. Thank you.
Okay. And she will fix the shoulder.
All right. So you're gonna spend what is it, a fate point or something? How does that work again?
No, it's
One charge with one of your feathers.
yeah, I just use charges for the
Yeah, her feathers have charges, so you can recharge daily. It's basically like wizard spell slots, is how her.
yeah.
Yeah, don't you have
No,
3 charges per
for
feather?
this-
You've got 2 feathers.
Yeah,
no,
if
I
she
have
uses
6
two
charges per feather and I have
Yeah.
2 feathers.
and if she
And a
touch it,
single
each up-
point can be used to wake a creature from unconsciousness. 3 points can be used to erase a minor consequence. So I think that's the one that I need to do, right?
Absolutely.
So 3 points. You're all better.
Yeah, your shoulder no longer feels like it's taken an injury, and you feel like as fresh as the day you were born.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The man on the ground is snoring loudly, his hat having fallen off as well. What do you want to do?
We should maybe tie him up before we wake him up, just so he doesn't freak out and like try to attack us.
Okay,
Good
I'm gonna-
Anakin.
I'm gonna check his pockets. Check, make sure he's got no knives on him
Mhm.
or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll for that? Or
I'm gonna check the
Yeah, roll
truck while
an
he's doing that.
Ooh.
I would like to see if there's anything in the truck that should maybe be confiscated.
We'll
0?
deal with Volus first. A 0?
Yeah.
That's mediocre at best. Do you want to pump that up? Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, I'll use a fate point, bump it up to 2.
Do better, Bolus.
All right, at a 2, you're now at fair. You find his wallet. His name is
Mike Oxbig.
no, nothing as good as that. His last name is Truer. His first name is Red Truer.
Red.
Yes.
Is he morbidly obese?
No, he's a fairly fit 50-year-old native man.
Oh, it's a good thing that JP isn't there.
Okay, but he's got no like hunting knives or anything down his boot or
Oh
nothing.
yes, with the fair is better than mediocre. He does on his hip have a hunting knife. He does have a status card, and his address is definitely not Algonquin. It's not this area.
Weird. Okay. So I'm gonna put his knife on the dash of the truck.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put him in the back seat, but I assume he has rope or something in a truck.
So to be clear, his address is in Detroit.
The fuck?
Coming together. For Gahone.
Okay.
We're gathering.
Come together right now.
Right. Aaron, what did you roll for investigation?
I hadn't rolled yet because I hadn't been told what to roll.
You said you're checking the truck. Please roll an investigation.
Yes. I got 1.
Well, some things are more obvious than others. Upon opening the truck has got suicide doors. So you open the passenger side, and then open the suicide door, and there's a person tied up in the back seat.
Oh. Are they conscious?
No.
They are now.
Okay, you spend a point and invoke consciousness.
I was gonna ask. So she opened the trunk and someone's tied up in the back seat. You sure that's just not JP?
Yeah, it's
No,
JP.
The suicide door. So basically, but right behind the driver and passenger side seats. Of
Oh.
the truck.
Yeah. So it's right behind the driver's seat. There's a person.
I
this-
thought trunk.
No. This is a pickup truck. So that person, a younger looking native man with short hair, and a necklace that looks very native and traditional. Eyes come to life. He's gagged, and he goes,
She puts her, basically holds his face in her hands, and in Algonquin says, "Please calm down. I'm going to ungag you. I don't know who it was that attacked you, but he's sleeping right now." And she'll pull the gag out.
At which point he says, "They came in about a week ago and took over the res." And that's where we're going to jump off to the other team.
Oh.
I would have loved if you pulled the gag off and if for saying that big thing in Algonquin, you go, "What are you saying?" Because he doesn't speak Algonquin.
What?
Most natives don't actually speak like their native tongue. Like, a lot of them know a lot of words, but, like, realistically, like, there's a fight for the language. There's a book called Language Warriors about the native languages, and that's, like, a big deal, is that they're fighting to keep, like, the Chippewa language alive, right? So. And actually, that's kind of where I got the name Truer from. Anton Truer wrote that book.
Nice.
Oh.
All right, so back at the car, at which point you're kind of fussing over something's fucky going on there.
Yeah, I text Curtis Law like, "What the fuck? They're not expecting us." And then I text Vols going, "Something's wrong. Our contact doesn't expect us to be coming now."
The god is there. Just from the smoking ground, like, the god is there.
Uh-oh. So, I think we should retreat.
What do you want to do, Leo? What is Alfred doing?
Well,
What's
I'm just-
Neria doing?
Yeah, what's Neria and Alfred doing?
Is anything like me right now? She's wandering around pointlessly in circles.
I'm just meditating because at this point we're waiting for a pickup.
Because of you.
In all honesty, she's probably just trying to keep a lookout in the area.
Give me an alertness.
I can't move my head that fast. 5.
5. You begin walking the road just like passively up the road, and you notice there's a lot of like tire takeoff marks on the road. There's a lot of like weird stuff, and as you get a little further as you're walking, you notice that in the ditch is a car. Another car, someone else's car, this pickup truck, and it's been crashed right into the woods.
Okay, so I'm going to point that out to them and then tell them that I'm going to go see, like, just kind of look around, see what's in the car, that sort of thing.
As
I
you,
joined her naked.
JP runs over and goes, "Ooh, a car." And there seems to be a shower, that's it. Right?
Feels very breezy.
Yeah, so I want to go investigate the car.
Give me an investigation.
Three.
As you walk down the hill and closer, is that for me or for you?
That's for me. Want one?
No. Yes. And you get closer to the vehicle, there's a strange silence. The birds stop chirping, and things start feeling a little on the eerie side. The ground even gives off a bit of oddness. It doesn't feel right, and you notice one of the car doors is just hanging open. As you get closer and open the car door, you can see that the window is shattered, the drive-through window. It's shattered in, but there's no branches or anything. And there's a dead woman with a shotgun blast in her chest. There's blood all over the seat, and it looks as if someone was pulled out of the vehicle.
Oh, lovely.
By all accounts, it looks like someone was gunned down and pulled out of the vehicle.
Right.
JP, you see
So
this.
I'm going to relay that back to them and see if they want to come take a look, see what's up. But I do want to let them know about the unnaturalness to the area too.
Yeah. Alfred, Jack, JP, you're there. She begins yelling to you that there's a body over here in this truck.
I think I'm gonna go put on some clothes and get my guns. I'll be right back.
You run to the vehicle.
I am gonna walk over to the truck.
Shirt and grab a gun.
Yeah, I got a Mac 10 and a 9mm. And a knife.
That's
wanna
what
do?
we should have brought.
What do you want to do, Leo?
I'm gonna walk over to the truck and take a look at what the hubbub is. And
There's
what the
a
hell?
very strong uneasiness coming from it, as if something very traumatic happened here. The dead woman sitting in the passenger seat, the blood all over the driver's seat.
Can I tell how long it's been there?
Roll a scholarship if you have it.
Oh, it wouldn't be investigation?
If you want to do investigation, that works as well.
I can go for a scholarship myself.
I got a 1.
All right. With a 1, it's been a couple days. Not specifically.
Can I roll
but...
4 dice for a sec?
Yeah, go for it. Where's your blue dice?
I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna roll a scholarship.
That's a +1.
So 4.
4. It's been at least a week. Looking at the body, the color of the blood, the bugs that are gathering, it's been at least a week since this happened.
I rummage around for any sort of clues.
You want to do something, Jordan?
Oh, they're there.
Eric's looking at all the the bodies and the carnaged vehicle and putting the timeline together of
When Cajon got loose.
Nope. The Kona got loose last night.
they
This-
killed.
Then I had bad dreams with last
Huh.
night.
Mhm.
Makes you wonder.
I was hoping
Because someone has started setting stuff up in advance that knowing the god was going to get let out.
Are aligned with the king under the mountain.
Does the vehicle turn over?
I didn't try.
You do it, and the starter like knocks, but there's no. You need like electricity, air, and gasoline.
Yeah.
No gasoline.
Oh well, we got that.
Our car.
Let's go siphon off the tank of the vehicle in the ditch, and then we'll dump it in this thing, and then we got a working
Or
vehicle.
To siphon off the vehicle. Would someone like to roll of driving for being prepared for something like this?
I'll roll for what's that one called? It's called
Driving. You want to drive? You want to roll a driving?
Good JP to do it. He's been itching to suck
Let me
something
grab
for a
my
while.
I'll allow that.
resources.
I'll allow resources on this bitch. You just bought everything for your vehicles and you just happen to have a fucking survival kit in there? Yeah.
I mean,
I'll-
I mean, it's full of guns, so I wouldn't have a gas can. And maybe
Well, I was gonna say if it's a rental, it would have a jerry can in the back.
If he rolls a 6 on resources, he has everything he needs in this vehicle to do this.
I took resources and something. Oh no,
You moved it. You should have moved it up to like a 3 or something. I think you did. It's not that page
different
though.
page.
Well, that's a good roll. That's a 1.
Not this one.
No.
Upgrade.
You need to like just keep flipping.
Yes.
There we go. There's resources. Where is it? I think you have a 3 to resources.
Lee. I put rapport by accident though. No, because I moved rapport in this one.
Is that resources at
There,
4?
4.
4, 5. You're short by 1. You have
use a fate point.
You use a fate point. You have a 7. You go in the back of the trunk. You have one of those hoses for like pulling the gas out, and you have a jerry can, like a 50-gallon jerry can
I'm
in
so
the back.
prepared. I immediately suck on the tube and do the little.
How big is that trunk when people can hide in there when they're not playing?
So you go and do all that. You watch as JP, surprisingly mechanically inclined,
I'm very
draws
old.
all the gas out of the vehicle into a jerry can, goes over to the other vehicle, gives a little bum wiggle, and begins pouring it into this
And I
vehicle.
bring the battery over.
The battery
While he's
on.
doing that, then I will, as callously and thoughtlessly as I can, open up the passenger door and pull the other body off into the ground.
He sits in the driver's seat, turns the key to the start, not the start so it turns over, but one click before that,
Mhm.
turns it back, turns it again to that position. You watch and you're like, what is he doing? He turns it back and he turns it again, and you realize he's priming the lines for the gasoline. JP seems to have a little bit of driving knowledge, a little bit of mechanical knowledge here. He looks at you guys, looks at you taking the body out, turns it back and does it one more time, nods, turns the key, and the thing starts like magic.
Nice.
The vehicle is running and in good condition, except for the windows missing.
Yeah, Volus and the bird hasn't shown up again. They're probably in trouble, so we should get driving.
Or we should wait for them to
Sounds
return.
like a
maybe.
good idea.
One
I
more.
didn't say to them. I mean, we get the fuck out of here. There's a pissed off god down the road in the direction they're in.
Okay, do you think you could find them, Mr. Wizard?
They went that way,
Is that facing the road that he's pointing towards?
and
Pointing in the right
in that,
All right, yeah, but can we-
ironically, in that direction, there's also
You could back
a
up.
very large source of
all
power.
aboard, Leo. You can't drive.
But you promised me that I was driving this time.
Oh my god! Listen,
driving
Ginsu,
with the
get in
fight
the back with your sword and ready to fight.
Yeah, because I have driving and I've been driving for hundreds of years.
Wait, is this
But
You've been
like
driving.
a
Promise.
truck?
It's 100
No.
Hundreds?
the last time you promised me that we could drive and then you drove, this is what happened. So I
But
think
you
it's my
promised
turn.
me we'd go to McDonald's.
First and foremost, Leo, take another fate point.
Thank you.
Secondly, both of you do a roll off. Whoever gets the higher roll on driving wins this
Do you
fight.
even have driving?
I do.
JP just put in all that effort to get the car rolling, to get the car running. He's already sitting in the driver's seat.
And he wants to drive after crashing the last car on purpose.
He got a 2 for driving. Give us a driving roll. It's negative 1 plus
1.
So 2. You both got a 2. All right. Roll off again. One of you has a higher number. 1 plus. So you've got
0.
0.
Have a dance off and get this over with.
So Leo's character Alfred kind of gives you this look like, "Come on, bro. Come on."
You crashed the last car. Why do you want to drive? You already put us
Because-
all in danger.
I can drive. I did that J turn that one time. It was phenomenal. Screeched in like butter.
Roll a social. Roll a presence, Leo. Roll a presence.
I'm gonna roll a presence.
You would roll a
Conviction?
It's a rapport.
Pose.
Roll a rapport.
3.
Or social.
Ladies, this fight got so bad early on in this game. I didn't think we were going to actually be able to keep playing because these two, I thought, were going to come to digital blows.
Oh shit! I need your money. God damn it!
That's not real cheese. Shit's happening for real.
So-
here.
I thought
You know-
fresh friendships were going to be
Six.
tested.
So
Yeah,
what
see,
did you
The
roll
difference
for?
is I'm here now. They don't stop arguing. They're both going to go into their worst nightmares while I drive.
Yeah. So with that happening, Neria comes in and settles this. That JP, who is comfortably in his seat, you also take a 3 social, Alfred. You would take in your presence a social of 3. John Paul looks at you like the sexiest motherfucker in a truck you've ever seen and goes, "Bro."
5. Wait. Does he put aviators
Oh, wait.
on? Because if he puts aviators on, I will let it slide.
Just pulled
But
up
he needs aviators.
my buddy. And
Yes, hold on. People are
Not to
asking.
mention, do you want to sit in that seat that his jank is probably just like rubbing all over?
Tony.
Well, JP's like my best friend.
He's
in this game,
clothed
okay?
now. He got
JP
clothed.
Pop,
Is Tony in the back?
JP
JP
and
pops
I
down
have
the
an-
sun visor and glasses fall off.
Yeah.
Aviators
Think of,
just
like,
pop out and
How you been?
At this
Fall
point
onto
in
his
time,
face.
Money falling from the sky?
the blood would be dried.
Hmm.
You said because I fucking want money falling from the sky. I said 40 bucks. Yes. Okay.
And it
Depends on
actually
if
lets us move on and get to where our friends are most likely in danger. Then they're all gonna go to the worst nightmares while I freaking drive.
It's everyone just get in the car. We could go. It's okay. We don't need them. He's lived long enough, and she'll come back.
Why do we need 6 gallons of blood to change the color of our clothing? Because only then is it dyed.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I drank some food coloring, Brandon.
How you been?
I'm dying inside.
Yeah, bro. I was a little stressed earlier. I like had my pieces in my mouth ready to swallow and shit. This is our buddy Tony.
Hello,
Tony.
Tony.
No
Hi.
Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Guys. Keep Sorry. it 100. All right, so now you're officially driving.
Yeah.
All right.
Forever.
So you get in the F-150, the crashed F-150, pull out of the ditch, and where are you driving to? What are you doing? Are you trying to contact Anna and Volus? What are you guys doing?
I already text Volus. Like, I think something is amiss.
So when you go to text him, you get a voice back and goes, he doesn't really have signal here. Give me a second. And your Volus, your phone, begins vibrating violently in your pocket. Like,
Woo!
violently. You take out your phone, and there's just fucking jarbled, like, eldritch symbols. I need you to roll a endurance for looking at symbols like this.
Ah. Oh, thank God. I rolled a 3.
You got any weird?
Plus 4, 7.
Not I, my friend. So you got a total of 7?
7.
Okay, so looking at eldritch symbols like this, your mind begins rolling for a second, but you've been literally to Valhalla and back, and you've met Odin, and with those sort of impacts in your life,
Thank you.
you pull yourself together, and the eldritch symbols coalesce into the like glowing words that are wider than your cell phone, and it's JP wants to talk to you.
Sorry, everyone just froze for like 5
And then
seconds there.
then your phone cracks and breaks, and then pulls itself back together as one piece.
Indestructible phone.
Nokia, what?
I don't smoke.
Yeah.
No, my cell phone is magical. It never breaks.
First
Oh.
Nokia.
Yeah, it's a magical, unbreakable cell phone.
Go I spoke myself to come hang
It's an
out.
iPhone 3.
It's an iPhone 3. It's what was the Motorola unbreakable ones?
The Nokia.
Yeah.
The Nokia, that's it.
The Nokia.
I had one in the
Nokia
previous game where it was an
3310.
item. The cursed
Yeah,
Nokia.
you can use those as bottle openers. They're unkillable. Nice guy, that Tony.
Okay,
Seen them crack
so Anna, Bob wants to talk to
paper.
me. I don't have a signal, except whatever the hell this just came through as.
Yeah, there's an aspect that's something more. That's doubled. It's now 2 things.
What's now 2 things? What?
It's 2 free
So there's
hanging
a
aspects.
aspect for the scene. Something
Okay.
going on. Now that's worth 2.
Oh, wonderful.
Because of just that coming through like that.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Um,
I'm untying the dude that was stuck in the back of the truck.
Yeah, so you untie him. Red is very happy to be untied. And he
Can we
is
use
just-
those ropes to tie up the other dude?
Yes.
Yeah. So as you're tying up the 50-year-old native guy and setting free the 30-year-old native guy, the 30-year-old native guy begins going on that there's just... About a week ago, they came in and they just took over the entire res. You guys, I don't know. Are you the cops? Please tell me you're the cops.
We are actually here to talk to someone called Toltree? Was it Toltree?
Tall Tree's the band leader. Bob's
Yes.
phone's going over.
We were supposed to speak to him.
Tall Tree is currently being held captive at the center of the town. And I'm afraid that if we don't get to him soon, they're going to kill him. They're like really demanding everything we have. Every
you-
year we do
So-
this really big powwow, and there's a lot of money involved in it. And these guys came up, and they've been trying to take all, like they've been threatening us for like months. And
So-
with
Can I ask a quick question here?
Just
well,
when
give
you
her
say,
a-
like-
you're not there, but yes,
Oh.
you can always ask a question.
No, I thought I was there. But we're in Anna and Volus. That's right. Go ahead.
Mhm.
Do you want to ask the question anyway, and I'll hit you up about it?
No. This was me going to ask the guy in character a
Oh,
question.
okay.
essentially, I was gonna have Jordan crank it up to 11 and just indiscriminately kill everyone.
Yeah.
The original plan was for me to open up a portal for everyone to come through, but if I open up the portal now to where they were, they're gone in the truck.
Yeah. So if you wanted to open up
Theoretically, I should just open the portal anyway and find out.
Yeah. Do you
You
want
could
to?
always like open portals just at intervals along the road because we saw the entire road.
Well, okay. Before we have Volus open a portal, what are you guys doing with the F-150?
Hey,
Well, we'd have to
can
get
I
it to
get
the
JP
road.
to call Volus? Is there any way JP's magicness, Kevin's magicalness can call Volus for us?
Well, we already just went through that.
He was able to text me. He didn't call me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we should get like. In
But,
theory,
but
if
texting me was almost damaging to my psyche.
oh right,
Reading a simple text message was had to roll
Eldritch,
7.
yes. Sorry, like I said, my screen literally froze for like a good 10 seconds, so I was trying to figure out what you guys were saying.
Yeah.
But yes, okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah. So JP had Kevin send a message where there's no
Yeah,
signal. And
Yeah.
so instead of like a text message, some eldritch madness came through on
Yes.
Volus's phone.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay,
anyway,
so yeah, I'm
what do you-
gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what are you guys doing with the F-150?
I'm driving to help my friends.
So you're driving up the road?
Yes.
Okay. So he's driving up the road. He's about 30 minutes away. You guys, actually, he's about an hour and a half away because you guys flew, which is faster than driving. Right? So what are you doing, Volus?
Well, I'm gonna open up a portal to see if I can find out where everyone is because they were waiting for us.
Okay. So you open away, and when you open away, you slice reality. It opens a door, and you can see the vehicle. And instead of the people standing by the vehicle, there's no one there. It's just the vehicle. Do you want to step through? You have 6 seconds.
No.
All right.
I look.
6 seconds goes by, and the portal you created closes. And you're standing there with Anna pulling the guy out of the backseat of the truck, untying him. And he's just ranting about them coming to the res and taking over.
Okay. Anna, everyone's gone. They must have gotten a ride.
Well, that's good.
That's
Yes.
good, except we're about, 45-minute flight away from where we were. So we can either go ahead to the res with this guy, or we can wait an hour and a half for them to show up. But Big O back here is probably going to be awake by then.
You could drive to meet us.
Then
Yeah,
we can
so-
probably get some
Justin,
answers.
quick question.
Answers.
Did we wait the 45 minutes where we started fucking around? Or when they had left, was it like, a little bit before that? Like, has a time difference at all between where they're at and where we are?
I will let you spend a fate point to pick whatever you want.
I got one to spare. Okay.
So what do you want to do? How do you want it to be rolling here?
Let me just get rid of that one. Put in 2. After about 15 minutes, we got bored.
Okay. And this is when Neria went and found the truck?
Yeah.
Okay. So describe to me what's happening, what you think is happening.
So yeah, once they had left and started flying away, when Jack tried his little trick to go open the way because he got bored.
Okay.
Blasted himself. As he blasted himself, Neria's looking around, obviously bored. That's when we find the truck, and since we can't get in touch with them, we freak out and start going out to drive out after them.
Okay.
So that would have, let's say, 15
15
minutes to get the truck up and running.
So half an hour.
Yeah, it was 45 minutes of
So
flying.
about a half an hour behind them.
So you,
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys
So
started
maybe about a
driving
half an hour
15
behind.
minutes before we landed then.
yeah, so you're little over halfway there already.
Yeah.
So if you guys wait another 30, 40 minutes, you guys are
So when I just opened the portal, they've already been gone for 45 minutes.
All right.
There you go, Bob. You're finally getting the caresses you've been wanting.
Yeah. In 2 years, bud. 2 years.
Feel bad for
This
you
is
with
a
the
good
wife
guy.
there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a long time not see the girl.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got his fucking stress on there, dog.
Yeah. His girlfriend in the Philippines. His wife in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. All right.
I'm pretty good at
Is that like a girlfriend in Canada?
Hey, money
He has a
first,
girlfriend in
Oh,
Canada.
there
That's
we go.
exactly how that
See?
works.
I got that too right there. Gotta loosen that bitch up.
All right. So, aside from the grooming that's happening right here, so just say that at this point you're talking to the guy. About 30 minutes goes by talking to this guy, discussing what happens, and you see a F-150 with a shattered window rolling up about now.
Yeah.
All right.
I see the truck coming, and I grab the sniper rifle.
Good choice.
Yeah. So you look down the scope, you see the window shattered, and you see a Frenchman in the front. He's this fuck. You see a Frenchman in the driver's seat, and who's in the passenger seat?
Definitely not Leo, so I'm gonna have to say it's Amanda.
So you see Neria in the passenger seat, and you see Leo with his arms crossed, sitting in the center in the back seat, not being in the back.
I read the scene as I see that, and I just think, and I just get a flash of Hawkeye from Age of Ultron. They'd never know. No one would ever know.
No one would ever know.
No one would ever know. Never see it coming. Just
All right.
Hey,
so
that
you
that
guys-
movie hasn't happened yet. You can't use that reference.
That's
Age
true.
of Ultron?
19. This is 2017 is when this is happening. Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Age of Ultron has come out. Yeah.
Yeah. We're damn near
Oh.
endgame here.
So now everyone's together. You pull up. You see your party. Everyone's together. Everyone driving in the vehicle. Neria, JP, Jack, Alfred. You see that there's an unconscious 50-year-old black man tied up. A 30-year-old
native man.
native. Sorry.
Anna hurries over
Yeah.
to Neria. It's like, I did that, and she points to the unconscious guy.
I did a thing.
Neria's gonna give you a hug and say, "I'm so proud of you."
I can see Jack just kind of looming over you a little bit. Good, Anakin.
He's sleeping.
Now kill him.
Turn to the dark side.
Do we need information
That's a
from him?
Youngling Killer 3000.
Yes, we
So-
need to wait until he wakes up. It
So
shouldn't
the
take.
30-year-old native guy goes, "Ugh, are you guys like with the police? Like, someone needs to tell me what's going on."
Lars,
Police sent us.
my room's the other one.
Yeah.
My room's over there. You go in there.
Yes.
Anna, Volus, do we need any information from, sleeping guy?
How many people are here?
I believe I mean, our
We've been here
friend
for
he, Red.
45 minutes, and he's
So
Good
do you
vibe,
ask the
good
young
vibe.
native guy that question? The 30-year-old native dude that question? How many
Neria,
Oh,
if you could, Neria, if
I just asked them if they needed any information from him.
get whatever information you
You're
can
at
out of him,
sleeping.
torture him a bit too, because he shot me.
Oh, you need me for that.
Done.
I
Okay, so
fixed him.
this guy's about to have the worst nightmares of his life until I can get the information that we want.
Hold on, I've been
Yeah.
waiting for this.
All right, so
Yeah.
Neria's gonna go full like mind meld. Is that what
Can't
you're doing?
forget that video.
Okay. I will need you to roll something. What is your attack skill for rolling here?
Shit.
I don't remember what we did for nightmares. Their skill.
You're out?
Yeah.
All right. Have a gooder.
Travel safe, my friend.
Yes. Watch your 6.
You're putting the Nightmare on Elm Street theme?
So
What was that? What was that, Jordan?
Oh, Brandon's playing music. I'm catching bits and pieces.
Dreamweaver.
we didn't decide what the attack for it would be. I know what it costs to enter the dream.
Yeah, I don't have it up right now. Did you print it out? Should I have printed it out? I feel like I should have printed it out because this is a beta character.
Pardon?
I said, did you print out your character sheet, your character profile stuff? Your template, sorry. Your template. I didn't print it out, and I feel like I probably should have because this is a beta character.
Yeah, I know. I've just got the sheet. So hang on, let's see if I wrote
Well,
it.
let me know what you're thinking and what it says for the rolls there. I can probably bring it up with my phone all the same. Because you got an awesome character with a lot of
She's done
insane
attacks
shit.
before.
She does.
She?
I'm trying to remember what her mind attack stuff is.
I
Group.
think she was just using fate points to activate
No,
stuff.
some of her
Yeah,
stuff
it
was
was fate
activated
points
that
to
way.
activate stuff. The stunt to go into his dream to do everything is a fate point.
Okay. So you would
So-
spend you're a fate point activated template,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. 'Cause
Okay,
a lot of your
so
powers
one
are
down.
very strong, so
Human guys, feeding dependency, enter dreams, alter dreamscape.
So I spend the fate point to go in and do damage and get info.
all right, 1 second. I'm trying to get this shit to load, so
Oh, you've got one called Secret of the Dream. I'm wondering
Yes,
if
I do.
that's prying up specifics.
read Secret of the Dream, Jordan, please and thank you.
I'm looking at the little template you put up. It's just there, Secret of the Dream. I just have to find where the part where you explained what it is.
It should be all part of it. Why are you not just working internet? Da 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 da. Chosen files RPG. Okay. Scrolling down. Why you not get past Zoom link?
Scroll up and scroll down really hard.
Okay. We're doing a thing. Jordan, can you read Secret of the Dream?
I'm looking for where you actually explained it in the
Amanda, I'm
list.
sorry I failed you as a GM. I should have printed this out and had it here ready to go.
No, it's okay. I probably should have too. I can't even find where the link for it is now.
As the game reaches to a fucking halt.
Yeah, you've got it's Secret of the Dreams. It's like a -3 thing, so it's big.
Yeah.
You don't have an explanation as to what it does, but I assume by the name of it, it's prying into someone's secrets.
Yes. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second to be a GM.
Oh, naked old lady.
Hey, look, a naked old lady. Ain't that fantastic? Let's close you. Let's close you. Let's go.
Here, 1 second, Justin. I will.
Did you find it? There's that one.
There, I tagged you just recently on the mayor template.
Mayor template. There's that. There's that. There's Kevin. There's hilarious shit. Going down. You think the mayor template would have been sooner than that? There's Jackie and Guppy. There's Karen. There's Daniel. There's the police.
You're almost there then.
Oh, there it is. Mayor Powers. Seymour. Alter Dreamscape. Secret of the Dreams. You realize this has all been a dream. You wake up. All the people involved. This works for one scene a day. This power can only be activated by collecting 1 fate point from all the players and spending it on the power. So everybody agrees to spend a fate point, and then it happens. You wake up in a location of your choice, having been asleep the whole time. You pick who in the party was having the dream, and they get a fate point, the deja vu point. From there, things may go the same or differently. Only the dreamer feels a sense of deja vu.
That's the reset power.
That's the reset power. All right. Alter Dreamscape. You have the ability to alter the environment of any dream you're in. Invoke sleep, so you can put people to sleep. Sleep paralysis. So this is probably the one you're thinking of. You can make any sleeping creature's mind wake up. They are incapable of moving in a state of pure terror. Their bodies can't move, but their eyes are open and they can think normally, save for the terror. The person must make a conviction save to gain control of their body. This is a touch ability and can be upgraded to at range. So yeah, you can just fuck people up with sleep paralysis, so they're just in pure horrified.
Yeah, that's not getting info though. That's just fucking with someone.
There's enter.
You know what?
You
So
have the
what-
ability to enter the dream of people around you up to 5 kilometers. Once in their dream, you are present there as if in the real world. Unless the dreamer's mind wanders, your location in the dream is subject to the dreamer's will. Dreams rarely last longer, and the dreamer will rarely notice you. This power can be upgraded with any other power, like Alter Dreamscape and Secret of the Dream. So you can, if he's already asleep, so you can enter dream, and once in the dream, you can alter Dreamscape, right, and start doing whatever you want to kind of push him. But you're still subject to like rolls to get information.
What if we start whispering about?
Well, if we just wake him up and let his fucking toes on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
But like you can literally sleep paralysis where he wakes up and can't move and just start like he's in a state of pure terror at that point, which would give you like a +2 to any roll you do from there forward.
You can intimidate the crap out of him.
Yeah. He would already count as intimidated and terrified doing that to a person. And he's already unconscious because of Anna. So you literally could be like sleep paralysis and now he's terrified and like you have a +2 to any roll, like trying to convince someone to talk or give information. Like that would give you the +2 to any questions asked. So it's like you have an instant fate point with every roll, right? Plus there's the hanging fate point of something's going on.
I don't want to get too close to him, but I voiced the question to the rest of the guys. How does he communicate with everyone else he's connected with? He's got to have a radio or a phone, one or the other. They wouldn't just leave someone here with no way to communicate with them.
So Jack, upon saying that, you hear a twingy sort of screaming sound coming from the car.
So he's got a CD.
A radio in the
Had
car.
one.
I
He had
think that sounded a lot like Kevin. I think he's taking care of it.
Do you want to go check that CB radio?
One of you guys can check
I'll let the
that.
wizard do it.
No, not me.
No, he's
Yeah,
going to
but that's
blow the
Kevin.
radio.
Radio.
So
I
you,
will go.
Actually, if it's a CB radio, it would probably withstand it.
Scan the radio.
That's true. It's old
All
school.
right.
Ham
So-
radios don't use a whole lot of fancy tech, so it would probably last a little while.
So JP gets up and he's got Kevin, and Kevin's kind of blinking like he has a message. And as he gets close to the truck, he opens it up. JP looks inside, and there's a classic ham radio in there. Lights blinking. It seems like it worked. Like despite the screaming that it just did, it seems to still be operational. Kevin is blinking.
Hello, Kevin. Are
Yeah,
you okay?
mail.
You have a message.
Please read me the message.
Truck hooked up on tow trailer awaiting payment.
Payment will be at location. Take it right to the church. There'll be money there.
Message sent, boss. There's a second message. You want me to read that one too?
Yes, Kevin.
The voice of Curtis Law comes through. Hey, I never called the guys. I figured you guys would just go and talk to them.
Message back.
Thanks.
Very unwelcoming message and told not to come here.
About 30 seconds goes by and you get a message back. You see Kevin blink a little bit and it's Curtis's voice coming through. Clearly he didn't say this, but Kevin's just reciting it in Curtis's voice. That's not good. Keep me informed.
Well, fuck. All right, Kevin. Are you good with these CB radios?
I'm good with everything, boss. Better with things that are digital, though.
See if you can listen in and pick up anything important about Cojone.
I need you to roll a scholarship or lore, probably.
I think scholarship sounds good to me. One. What's my?
Where's your character sheet?
You lost them.
I didn't lose them. They're here.
It's all you.
You need to have a proper character sheet.
I've
This
never-
is pure madness.
I know. My AD is on fire.
You know what? There's an aspect that's in that for you right now. You should probably write this down. It's called my mind is bleeding or something. You know what? Let me think about that.
ADD Dragon.
No. It's not like that.
Dragon D's nuts.
My sanity is slipping.
I'm going slightly mad.
Yeah, I'm going slightly mad. Here, take a pencil.
I am slowly going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Slowly crazy going. Am I 6, 5,
What's
4,
the
3,
double
2,
hanging
6.
aspect right now?
Something's up. So, Neria, Jack, Alfred, Volus, Anna, all roll alertness.
Oh, okay. I'm good at those.
So with my scholarship, I got 4.
You got 4?
Yeah, with my scholarship, yeah.
-3.
5. Ooh, 4 and 5.
Oh, I'm a liar.
For your
I got
alertness,
3.
Yeah, alertness.
I got 3.
I rolled 4 negatives.
What'd you get, Leo?
I can't do math.
Did you get an 8? Did you seriously
Why
get
do
an
we have you if you're? Why do we have an Asian if you can't do math?
8? Okay, so first off, Volus with the 4. There's a lot going on. The young native guy looks like he's very upset. There's a lot going on. He's kind of messed up. Having pulled him out of this guy's truck, this guy being from Detroit, there's so much going on right now. The highway, the lights of the sun coming down, beaming on everyone. And of course with JP, as I continue to set the scene, JP talking back and forth with Kevin. There's something up with that. Neria, this young native guy, he's fairly injured. Like, he's like emaciated. Like, he hasn't eaten well. It looks like he's been held captive for a fucking week, right? And like, when he walks, he doesn't walk normal. Like, he looks like he's been tied up in the back of this guy's truck and like given water. Like, he looks like he's been surviving on water and Slim Jims, right? This truck, this guy's obviously been set out as like a scout, like to see if anyone comes this way. And realistically, this older guy, this 50-year-old native guy, he doesn't look like an Algonquin Indian at all. Like, he, as Brandon's character Volas had identified, he's from somewhere else. His truck plates are Detroit plates. This says Michigan right on them, right? But information-wise here, hearing JP talking with the police, yelling back and forth, this, that, and the other, it sounds very much like the Algonquin territory is being occupied by foreign native invaders. Right? Like, some Indian group came up here and just took over their res. Right? As for Leo, you got an 8, you said?
Yeah.
It seems as though Kevin's affecting JP's mind, and it's not good. JP's mind, like his ability to remember things correctly and things, like JP's normally fairly sharp, but like Kevin's having an adverse effect on JP.
Like, is this recent? Like, knowing this, would I say it's recent, or is it just like because we're out of?
Since you went to Mr. Mobile a year and a bit ago, like you've known,
leaning on it more.
He's leaning on it more,
touching it more
and more. Yeah,
holding it more.
There's definitely something going on there. This phone is having an impact on JP. And the phone does whatever it wants a lot of times without JP telling it to.
It's like my new friend. My new best friend is Entity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's
Can you hear me now?
right now it doesn't seem like it's a big deal. But you're definitely, as you've known him for a long time, you're good friends.
I talk to the phone.
There's something going on.
I don't talk on the phone. I talk to the phone.
It's clear as day to you, Alfred, that something's going on.
Have I ever seen anything like this before?
Roll lore.
Or read anything about this? Can I roll a?
You can roll a lore, and you can add as many fate points as you like to it.
I'm,
I rolled a
told
4
you
for lore.
guys.
People go mad sometimes. Would you like to add fate points to that?
Yes, I'll add 1. What happens if I bring it up to 6.
Up to a 6. There have been outside influences, supernatural beings and creatures throughout history that affect people's minds.
And would I know how to stop a supernatural being or influence or things like that?
Not without knowing what it is. Would you like to add more fate points? Would you like to know
8.
more?
This
No
is
more.
Justin trying to drain
He's draining your things
fate
because
points.
No,
That's
no.
fine.
Eight's pretty substantial.
I gave you an answer
He's
a year ago, game time.
knowledge. He's put his want for knowledge to legendary, right? So, when you went to Mr. Mobile with the crew back in the day to get Kevin, you saw that they had set up a tiny little tentacled octopus-looking Shoggoth thing with a giant eye that looked human in it. And when he put the slab of stone into the Shoggoth, it transformed it into like a living phone thing. Mr.
Right.
Mobile himself was identified as Nartheltep, right? Nartheltep is like the Herald of Cthulhu.
So knowing that and knowing what I know about the Pengu Fu, if I got Volus to give it a quick swipe, would it separate the thing from the stone?
Realistically, we're talking about equal powered creatures, right? The Pengu Fu, this ancient Chinese god who created this weapon, Pengu, he's about as powerful as Cthulhu, which is this giant Godzilla-sized creature that lives in the ocean who will one day rise up and eat all of humanity. But the thing about Cthulhu is he emanates madness and insanity. He just bleeds madness. So to be around him and see him is to go insane and possibly start eating your own fingers and saying, "Delicious lady fingers, how delightful," right? Like this creature with a legendary 8, that Bob is carrying around with him is like a gibbering maw. What he has is like
He has an outsider.
manifested as a creature.
Like I told you, he's carrying around an outsider.
Yeah, I remember that now.
I warned you guys a year ago.
Yeah, you did.
But I love Kevin.
I told you thusly.
Okay, so
My friend.
so would I know how to so using all my knowledge, would I know if the Green Destiny would be able to kill this demon monster thing?
The Green Destiny would definitely give you hands in fighting a creature like this. Realistically, you're looking at you're in a res where there's emanating power from a foreign god, Gahone, going on right now, and JP has willingly gotten this item.
Yeah,
right?
I don't look. Willingness is all. Look, your friends might be willing to do drugs, but you don't want them to die of an overdose.
Yes, and there's no doubt about it that if he does this for the next 10 years, he's probably going to go permanently insane.
Yeah, well, I gotta.
Today
So-
problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to convey. Is it's
It's
not
a
a
tomorrow
right
problem.
now problem.
No, I know it's not a right now problem. I'm just trying to think long term. If I remember, I'm just like I got the Green Destiny. I got a buddy who has a Pengu
yeah,
Fu,
you,
and I got a wizard who I can just like unleash and
I-
let him go.
I would
Like
compel you to talk to JP about this. Is what I would say. Like straight
Intervention.
up, you're as for one fate point. You're heavily considering like doing an intervention right now.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
for
well,
one
that's
fate
what I'm
point,
getting
you're gonna
at.
walk up to you. I'm compelling you to give the drugs are bad speech. Is what I'm compelling you to do.
yeah. I'll go up to JP and
Take a fate point. If you can
It's
do
all
it.
up to you, okay? With a little plan, you can change your life today.
Which are good, which are bad.
in this
Drugs,
game,
drugs.
JP's my best friend. Between season 1 and season 2, we spent like a year, and like he had my back and everything. So I'm not about to like let him go crazy.
You don't have to
Or
see
any-
it.
any
Losers
more-
use
On some
outsiders.
streets, giving head jobs for crack.
Pardon?
Follow my plan, and very soon you will
All right, let's get a
say
speech, Leo.
it's easy, okay?
Hey, JP, you might want to stop using Kevin.
Oh, but he is so handy. I mean, he can give
I don't disagree that he's handy, but Siri is also quite handy and quite useful.
But this one is magic, and it helps us so very much, and it helps save our lives. I love him.
Yeah, but it's kind of an unnatural love, dude.
I am a natural.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to pinpoint it, but it's not right, and it's not natural. You're acting a bit off from what you used to be.
Well, maybe after this with Cajon,
I'll put it in perspective for you. How long can you go without Kevin?
7 to 10 minutes.
Sounds like a parent giving like the most homophobic speech to their kid.
Oh, that seems very disturbing. After we get Cajon, I think we'll put them in the safe, and we'll have a very long talk about this because this is concerning.
7 to 10 minutes without your magical phone seems a bit disturbing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We'll put him in the safe
For anyone with a cell phone.
Bob, take a fate point. So your number of fate points goes up by 1 for the.
It's this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's fucking awesome.
Got that from Kelly.
7 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, because that's how often I play my phone while we're driving. He's like, "Oh, you almost put it down for a minute, Bob. I saw you try to turn it off. Did you turn it back on again?"
That's fucking hilarious.
So
at this point, Neria, just take his mind. Just do it.
All right, so
Crush him.
So actually, you know, if Bob's real life cell phone usage every 7 to 10 minutes and Kevin's 7 to 10 minutes, he's not going crazy. He's just being JP. What are we worried about?
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right, Neria, what are you doing? Guy unconscious on the ground.
Yeah.
Situation.
I think I might do the sleep paralysis
Nice.
with the promise that everything will get better if he answers all of our questions.
All right, so you cast sleep paralysis on him. His eyes open up. He's tied up, and he can barely move. You can see him like slowly trying to lift his limbs, and he can't. It's not even the like. If he was untied, he wouldn't be able to move. Right? And he looks. His eyes are so wide. Like he just looks terrified.
So I'm just going to lean over and whisper in his ear, all this can go away, but you need to answer the questions or it will get worse. And you need to answer them honestly.
He groans a terrified little squeak.
I'm just going to smirk at him and look at Anna and Bo, say, ask away.
Okay.
Did you say ask away?
Yeah.
Damn it.
You have more information than we do.
Firstly, we should probably find out why they are here.
Why did you try to shoot me? Sorry, why did you shoot me?
All right, you asked that?
Yes.
Roll a presence plus 2.
Tony gave you guys a ride? No. Oh, he might have. He ran back to gas.
1.
He goes, would you like to use a fate point?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
with a 3, he goes, you asked why are you guys here, right?
Yes.
We need to talk and have more people in and out of here, so we gotta start doing
Yeah,
stuff.
So he says, we were sent here to take over the Tall Cree people.
Why?
Sent by who?
By a red court vampire.
But they're all dead.
Almost all.
This is a week ago. They weren't dead yet.
You know, all the red court died off yesterday, right?
Today.
Our band leader, and he kind of mumbles that.
Okay,
Ciao,
so
Joe.
I guess maybe if we get to the center of the town, we can tell them that the plane is off. There's no need to be here, and they can go home.
That's optimistic. Not necessarily right, but it's optimistic.
Well, I wonder, why would the Reds be interested in this place at all?
It is a good question.
What do the Reds want with this territory?
Unless they knew what
There's
was coming.
So to that question, he says, "There's a group of gun-wielding people, a gang. They want to control the money, the power. One more gang into the Chippewas."
Oh, so they were here to try and get the people that we are trying to hire.
Honestly, I thought they were talking about us.
I don't think so.
He screams for a second, goes, "Ah! Ah! 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 Ah!"
Is
Oh.
he going to be all right,
push
Neri?
He could be addicted.
We'll get to that.
He's not like going to physically be hurt by this, yes?
Well, it
No,
could be an
not at all.
addiction. The Reds have that toxic venom.
Addictive, sedative venom.
Oh,
I assume it's like a junkie.
it's going to be a bit of a problem for him unless I fix it.
No.
Just let it be.
So
He'll
then-
withdraw. He'll be fine. Don't worry.
So as you're saying this, talking over him, he gets a moment of clarity and he goes, "They're going to kill Tall Tree. They're going to kill him and take the whole town. As soon as Tall Tree is dead, they'll have the town."
We need to go save him.
How many? How many of you came?
15. 15? There's 15 of us. There's 15 of us.
I
Oh
look
my
him
God,
right in
they're
the
dying.
eyes, right as close as I can, right in his face. 14. And I kill him.
Nope.
So how do you kill him? And how is Anna going to try and stop that?
I'm pushing my cane onto his forehead and having it sword.
I'm
All right, so I need you to roll
Weapons?
alertnesses.
Oh, okay.
So it's a roll off
Yeah,
on
'cause I'm
alertnesses.
still sitting right next to him. I probably okay.
Can I
Don't
stop
make
it?
me
Because I
break
kind of
my
have more
word.
questions.
Well, first off, it's Anna versus Jack.
Sit.
Whoever gets the higher alertness on this, so Anna versus Jack, whoever gets the higher alertness, resolves this.
5.
Anna,
or
what?
Do we want to spend fate points, Anna?
yes. Yes, I will.
I will too.
Well, this is going to be an
This guy dies.
Don't fuck with the white mage.
Nice.
I'm still standing there. I'm right beside him, crouched. I promised he'd be okay. I gotta sit. If I have to use fate points, I will. He doesn't die yet.
So Anna had 4. She spent a fate point. She's at 6. That beats Jordan by 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So a fate point has been spent. Jordan, do you want to counter?
Yes, by using both of the hanging fate points. Something's wrong here.
So that'll bring you to a 10. So, Neria, do you want to do a thing?
Yeah, I'll spend 2 fate points. I got tons.
So that brings that to a 10. Ties go to defenders in this setting. So technically, Anna's right there.
Okay, I need to get it filled in. What's going on? I was texting. I'm sorry.
So right now, they have the older native guy, and Jack's like done with this dude, and he's about trying to kill him. Anna's reaching to grab the sword to stop him before he can plunge the sword into this
Oh,
captive.
I shoot the guy in the head.
You shoot the guy in the head. anyone want to defend the game?
I am gonna grab JP's
4.
hand.
Plus 2. I got 6.
Can I roll against JP?
Sure,
No,
you can
you're
do
trying to
whatever-
stab somebody right now. What is?
I rolled a 7 to grab his hand and stop him from firing the gun.
You got a
So
4, you got
you're
a
getting a
7.
JP.
Technically, he does sense to stop you.
Okay, so what are the numbers here?
You're 6. Yes.
Fine.
Hi.
It's
So-
10 versus 10 between Jack and Anna.
But Anna, it goes to defender. So defender would be
Yeah.
Anna would be it's like a 0.5, right? So you're 10.5, Jack's at 10, right? So you've unless Jack wants to now spend more fate points, realistically you've stopped him.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it go for now.
Yeah, okay. And then you see this happens. You've got him by the hand, and JP pulls out a gun and goes to shoot, and Alfred grabs the gun and lifts it up.
The gun goes off and kills the guy.
So you spent the fate point.
Yeah.
So it's 9. You out of 7. What do you want to do?
What? He rolled a 4.
Yeah, he
Plus
spent
2
but he
and
spent
fate
points.
point.
Yeah, he spent fate points to get it to 7.
I will use my guiding light to help Alfred.
There's so much happening right now within 6 seconds. It's just like everyone's like stab, gun, stab, grab, push, push.
So what does that put Alfred at?
Alfred, you said you were at.
I rolled a 7 because I rolled a 2 plus my weapons.
9.
And he's at 9.
Alfred's at
Well,
9 too now.
if you're grabbing him, you're not using your weapons.
My fists are weapons. I'm a monk.
That's fist though.
Yeah.
You're a sword fighter, not a fist
You use
fighter.
weapons.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're
What?
a cheater.
You have the +4 to Wudan, don't you?
Yeah, I'll use the Wudan way.
So you spend a fate point, use Wudan way, and your stuff goes up to 14. Is that what it is? What is your number?
Well, Wudan gives you 4, right? So
Yes.
I'd be at 9, pretty much at 9, plus Anna's 2, so that'd be 11.
11. Okay. He's at 11.
So the guy gets grazed.
Yeah, the guy gets grazed. The bullet just misses his head.
Anna's gonna friggin' wheel
Alfred,
on
they're trying to
JP
kill
and
the guy.
Jack.
Jack,
The young native guy goes,
Okay.
"Holy shit! Holy fuck!"
Jordan,
At this point in time,
Jordan.
Neely is
killing the
going to
guy, Alfred?
evoke
What is
sleep
going on?
in the guy so he goes back to sleep to lift the sleep paralysis on him because I don't want him in the way. And then she's going to turn and scream her head off at
Hold-
them.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Back the train up a bit.
Kill him, Volus.
Trained by Ragnar for Jack. This fucker shot me.
He is a murderer.
Was ready to shoot the rest of you and works for the Red Court. We're going to
And I
have to
don't
go
want
to
him
town
dead
and
yet.
kill
He
the
may
rest
still
of them
need it for
anyway.
information. Okay.
Volus,
So-
you can take a fate point. No matter what happens here, you can take a fate point.
I'm turning around and doing who's the real nightmare to Anna to add to her score.
For what?
For stopping Jack. This is escalating like this.
You
I've lost.
have to use 2 things because trained by
No,
Ragnar boosts
not
me by
with-
4.
Plus adding a +4 trained by Ragnar.
That's fine. I also have Dreaming of a Better Day, which I'll add to
This
Anna,
dude's
which
dead.
boosts by 4.
Okay, I just want to settle this right now. I'm just going to settle this right now.
Alfred, you should just kill him.
The gunshot goes off and misses his head, and then Volus fucking foot goes out and at an angle kicks Jack. That when he does that, the sword kicks out of Anna's hand, and with his own body weight goes right into the guy's throat, like straight through his carotid artery. Just blood begins squirting out everywhere.
You
Just
guys realize
all
we're
of you
supposed to be
standing
there
friends.
Yeah.
over this dude are now being sprayed in this dude's blood. And that's when the sky starts going black around you. Clouds begin gathering, lightning begins striking, and we're ending the session.
Probably use the axe. Go back to my house. I'm just saying.
I really want to know how many people I can use evoke sleep on at the same time. Because, they're all going back into the dreamscape,
You're all going
and
to
they're
bed.
all going to pay. Every last one of them.
Murderer! He's trying to murder us. Are you on the murderer's team or our team?
And I wanted to get more information from him before killing him.
He was already turning into a gibbering mess of screams. What else are we going to get from him? We've got 14 others back in town that we can torture for information of.
Exactly, and we could use him to get us in.
You think he's
That's
going to
when
let it?
lightning strikes and the clouds begin forming into a body.
We're on his turf.
And that's where we're ending the session.
We should use the axe to go for a hike. Can we all get through the portal?
I was gonna let it go.
It's 1 a.m. there, right?
I really was. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah. I was like,
I was gonna let it
we
go.
had a good
too,
go. It went back
but it
and
was
forth.
just. I was mulling it over, like I should let him live, but then I'm like, I'm a Viking and he shot me.
Yeah, fuck this dude specifically.
How much should I really want him to stay alive at this point when everyone else
He
is
was
either
gonna
trying to
die,
save him,
just not
trying
yet.
to kill him?
Yeah, so straight
Not in
up,
front of the freaking healer, man.
straight up, Brandon, did you take that fate point? Did you write it down?
Yeah.
That was epic as fuck. Like I love that so much. You're like, fuck this dude. Sword in.
Like, back the train up.
There's 14 others to investigate.
Yeah.
He shot me. Fuck this guy.
Whenever there's a tie to kill somebody, we kill him. That should just be like a group rule. 3 people say he should die. That's like 60%.
That kind of goes against the base rules of Defender.
Yeah.
Let's go to Defender.
I just have to say, the heat gathering to this guy's blood this native man's blood spraying on native territory, when we know it's good. It's everything a GM wants.
Yeah. You should definitely use the axe to go back to my house. I don't want to drive.
I have a feeling if I tried to use the axe right now, there would be issues. There would be complications.
Maybe, but if he's trying to drive out with a god fucking after us, I'd rather...
Faster! That's how next session will start.
I don't think the F-150 can quite do it.
We're gonna Dolph Lundgren run all the way to the border.
Yeah. Try the axe. Draw a circle. The wizard could draw a circle, and then you could draw the axe.
Yeah, Jordan's gonna lay in the fetal position on the ground with a circle around him. I'm okay.
We have to get out of here. You have to understand. This is back country.
Definitely need to draw a circle.
All right, guys, that was awesome. I'm gonna hit stop on the record.
All right.
I